It is day 6 of 0 to 10K, and today's challenge was being stress tested. Today was a bit tough, but in a good way. Better problems, trying to continually better myself, but keeping the focus on cash flow, keeping the focus on making money, and using the spare time for money-making activities. You got it. This is what I'm choosing to do. I really don't care what you're doing. If you want to tag along, join me in my pursuit of 0 to 10K this year. So we are still tackling the IT project that I took on this past over the weekend. It is coming together, but it's, again, easy projects are usually hard and hard projects are usually easy. Not easy in the sense that they're usually straightforward in the sense that they just take a decent amount of time, but they don't have as much ups and downs and as much stress that you may get from a project that you thought was simple. I am currently implementing a VPN using WireGuard. WireGuard is amazing. It's a great free open source tool that is pretty robust, but it has its drawbacks, and that's kind of what I'm having issues with right now. Either I don't believe it could be my lack of skills or the fact that you can't troubleshoot in person. That's kind of some other issues here, but it's all virtual testing. How it works is pretty simple. I created a VPN. VPN's great. It's free. It connects from the servers that they have, so then they can access they can access a tunnel wherever they are. It gets more complex when you want to access resources. So I shared resources from the network, created shared drives, and I got it working partially. It worked perfectly for one server, and I was able to add, but when it came to the other server that they have there, now you have to troubleshoot firewalls and a bunch of different settings, making sure, I really don't want to get too deep into it because I did around a cumulative 10 hours of just troubleshooting, and this is exactly why IT people get paid what they get paid, just because it's so much tedious work that it's just it's so hard to have a job and have a business and then do IT, just because IT is a beast. It's a dog. It just is what it is. I have a decent background in it, so I can do it, and I'm happy I'm making money in it. About $600 for the year. Let's go. But what I mean is, it's just tough, yeah, it doesn't go the way you want, and you got to troubleshoot. So the first thing is, we got the VPN set up. Great. I got one of the servers working good. Phenomenal. The second server created issues for the first server because you have to have 2 WireGuard servers instead of 1, and the second one has to relay information to the second one has to relay information to the first, and then they're supposed to share cumulative resources, meaning we're supposed to be able to map a drive to, you're supposed to be able to join the VPN, map the drive, and get right in. It is not working that way. It did work like that for the first server, but for the second one, it has a bunch of issues. I can't even say issues, just restrictions, meaning firewalls. You have to diagnose and just get it going. It worked pretty good 90%. The other one is causing a bunch of issues. 6 hours or about 5 hours or so troubleshooting later, and we still are not 100% complete. You could imagine the frustration, but we're battle tested. We want new problems this year. We need to continually stay in the part where we have to make money. Just is what it is. That's what we want this year. Then we get to choose the type of work we have once we have a little bit more of it. Besides that, this today was about estimating. So I do a lot of commercial estimation. Estimators make some decent money, but most people don't know that. But I am looking at projects and some scopes that go from polished concrete, epoxy coatings, sealed concrete, preparation services, scarifying, concrete planning, concrete overlays, potentially, not all the time, epoxy that is not limited to troweled epoxy, painting, exterior, interior, trims, doors, roofs, bollards, which are those metal posts. Let's see what else. I'll probably do pressure washing, a bunch of great stuff, all this good stuff. I'm just giving you an idea of what I did today. I visited a crematorium, sold some business to a few folks, invoiced some folk, started some more conversations for some government contracting that we're really getting into. And saying all that to say this, it's when I am working through this, you got to continually be focused. It's just tough when you have pending things that are in the back of your mind, like this project that's not finished, but the money is stacking up, so I can't really complain. I'm happy about that. What I want, truly, is just to be able to get it done, get my money. They'll be happy. I'm happy. And then I move on to my next project. That's an ongoing relationship, but that's just something different. Some other cool things that I have been looking at as I was talking to my business partner was directory businesses, which are just like Yelp, but for local businesses and amongst other things. Saw was a really cool facet. Also looking at some ways that we can make money overseas, just because there are obligations over there. I have obligations over there, so what obligations? It's ideal to create a stream that you will be making cash. And, you're making money. If you have bills over there, then you should be making money to compensate for those bills. Or you make more money over here, is what it is. My buddy lives over there, so that's why it's a little easier. Got some really cool things coming down the pipeline, but we're focused on what we can do, where we are, what we have. And what I have are IT abilities, concrete skills when it comes to construction, polished concrete, epoxy coatings, terrazzo restoration, epoxy. I probably said that already. And then it goes deeper because then I have web design abilities, automation abilities, funneling, learn to build funnels, learn to do lead generation. I know how to do Facebook ads, TikTok ads, copywriting. There's a bunch of skills that I currently have, coding, as well as and those are not even my soft skills. I have sales abilities that I truly built up, and I'm just staying in my zone of skills and what I currently have, and continuing to be resourceful. It's extremely important that I am resourceful with what I have, and not to I think is what they would call it, I don't want to spiral. I don't want to get into this mental zone where I start freaking out, and I don't want to get there. I want to stay with what I got and continually work through, what I could do. And day by day, there will be a day where it will click. But gotta stay focused on the right things. Day 6, 0 to 10K, $600 in the account. I haven't got paid for this just yet, but know the people, sign a contract with them, so I'm not too worried about that. When it comes to, let me see some other things. 0 to 10K, stress tested today. It was a tough day, but we got it done. They really didn't leave my computer till around 10:30, 10:43 p.m. That's basically all day. Besides that, it was a rather amazing day. I'm alive, I'm healthy. Got to meet with my BNI meetings with some other business partners or business owners that are there. Phenomenal group, real big blue collar group, awesome people. And I want you guys to stick around, see the journey as we go from 0 to 10 and how we do it. It's a bear. It's something that I've made 10K, I believe, a month a few times. But this is going to be documented. This is really intentional. And you guys keep me accountable. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, follow me on the journey. Get something from it. Get your notebooks. Use me as an example. And let's get it. Bye-bye.